everybody, back for part 2. Sorry it took so long for me to do this. Been editing other ones that updates I wanted to do. And some nobody at computers takes me a while. I'm sorry for the failed makeup. I was trying to do some to make my eyes not look too puffy, because well, the other videos it looks like I'm high or something, and I'm not high, I'm just really tired and swollen, I guess. But yeah, this lipstick, no, I'm gonna take it off. But anyway, I'll get right to it. I wanted to give you guys an update on the whole journey that maybe if you're not familiar with, you can kind of catch up. In 2008, I decided I wanted bariatric surgery. And so I went to my then doctor and said, you know, how about it? And she said, no, you can just lose weight on your own. She was the one with that cookie story that you'll find in another video that I talk about. It's kind of funny, but anyway, she put me on the 6-month diet and said, well, let's try again later. You know, she didn't take a diet history, but didn't even listen to me really when I opened my mouth to say, you know, I've been on all these diets and everything, and they haven't worked. And so I did. My BMI at that time was 41. I came back in 6 months, and you know, no progress with the diet. Sorry, Squirt just gave me a little present in a drawer. Not the kind of present you want. Anyway, he's like, came back from the 6 months, no progress with the diet, and requested bariatric surgery again. And she again refused and said she wanted to keep me on the diet. So I thought, alright, you know, give it a go, because anything, you know, I'm pretty desperate at this point, I'll try anything. And I have some pictures of what I had to eat on the diet, and it just seems like so little food to me right now. I don't know, maybe that's just portion distortion or what, but see what you think. Her physician supervised diet was low carb, high protein, 1200 calorie with exercise. Like, she would basically tell me, so I was on the Subway diet before then, and sorry, he's got his foot caught. Hang on. Squirt, getting into trouble. But I would have been on the Subway diet, you know, I can't even remember what it is now. The healthy Subway diet, where you get like a 6-inch. And you know, they're apples or your chips, but healthy baked chips. And I'm finding out they're not too healthy. But anyway, she said the portion I was supposed to eat would be half of a 6-inch, and that's it. And to me at the time, you know, I was just like so hungry all the time, and that just seemed like a bunch of BS. And she gave me this little printout of a 1200 calorie diet, you know. And I followed that, you know. I was compliant with the diet. And then after a year, I went back. Still no progress on the diet, and asked for the bariatric surgery. This time it was another excuse of why she didn't want to do it. So at that time I said bye-bye. Because this was also when I was having all the back problems after I fell and stuff. And I was also having the leg pain. Went back on January 11th, 2010. So for a follow-up visit, and noted the back pain I was still experiencing. She informed me that all I needed to do was lose weight. You know, it didn't matter about the injury. All I needed to do was lose weight. That was solve all my problems, you know. I asked for a cane or any assistance, and she denied me with that. She refused to help me. On February 8th, 2010, I saw her having trouble sleeping due to the pain still, because the pain keeps me up at night even to this day. Like last night, I was tossing and turning, crying in pain, just laying there in the bed. Usually I try to read or something to distract me, but I didn't have anything last night because I finished my book. Why he's screaming, sorry. And it kept my husband up too, but anyway. She finally ordered an x-ray and then did nothing further. No MRI or anything. On April 29th, 2010, I saw her for a follow-up. And it even shows them that I had left leg sciatic pain in my lower back. And it said a bunch of wrong information too in the medical records, you know. I encourage everybody out there to get their own medical records to see what doctors are saying about them, because, you know, sometimes it might surprise you. You know, take one look at me. There's no way in heck I'm going to be lifting anything heavy. I mean, look, these arms, there's just nothing there that can lift anything, you know. I don't know where she gets off heavy lifting. Plus I have the arthritic knees, so those ain't gonna do crap. I saw her again in July of 2010, and pain wasn't getting any better. We tried some muscle relaxants, but they didn't do much. Again, it's noted there in the medical records that there's back pain, restriction of movements, it goes down the leg, muscle spasm, and positive straight leg test, which usually indicates a disc problem from what I've read, but I'm not a doctor. You know, you would think that they would have done more tests or said go see a chiropractor, but they never did. Saw her again in August for follow-up for pain. Still wasn't getting any better. Again, I was told all I needed to do was lose weight. I think I even went in for a sinus infection one time, and she said all I needed to do was lose weight. You know, I just wasn't that great a doctor. I also mentioned how I was having sleep apnea symptoms like snoring, waking up choking at night, and she ordered a pulmonary function test to do while sleeping. You know, the little thing they put on your finger to test your oxygen in your blood, I guess, or your breathing. And it showed mild restriction, but she didn't order any other tests. From October in 2010 to November 3rd, I went through several PCPs who kept denying me for bariatric surgery. All of them took one look at me and said, you need to lose weight. You know, you can do it on your own. You don't need no surgery. Yeah, you think they'd be all for getting me healthy, but they weren't. A few months passed by, and then found this one doctor. I asked him about the bariatric surgery. He said no, but he ordered some blood work for me, and I thought, well, I'll just do blood work, come back and ask him again. Maybe he'll get a different doctor in the practice or something. At that time I found out I was diabetic, so that wasn't, you know, what I wanted to hear. But then I asked him, this doctor again at another appointment. I think I went to him 3 times, and then the last time he said no. You know, one of his excuses was, you just need the proper shoes. You know, and I told him about all my back problems, all the pain problems too. He said he was going to order a back brace, but no, nothing. He didn't order any x-rays, MRIs, or anything. You know, I couldn't get any doctor to order MRI. They always took one look at my insurance and said no. Anyways, at that time I had kind of given up getting surgery, because I have been to so many PCPs that literally all the ones in the network I have been to at that point, because kept trying to call and change primary care doctor, but all of them I've seen before. You know, why go back to one of the doctors that denied me for bariatric surgery just to get denied again? And you only have the first 5 days in the month to change your PCP. Otherwise, you gotta wait a whole another month, and it's a whole nightmare. Anyways, I saw this thing on TV, and it kind of about surgery, you know, and it inspired me to get out there and try again. And I looked, and lo and behold, there was a doctor that I hadn't been to. I was trying to lose weight and diet on my own at that time, but I had taken another fall and hurt my hip and back that time. And on May, I went to this medical clinic that I'm still going to. And May 5th, you know, I went there with a stack of paperwork on bariatric surgery, probably about like this thick, in a manila envelope, you know, printouts of saying how good it was and all that. I had my whole speech prepared, and after one sentence of saying, I think I need bariatric surgery, she says, okay. And I was just kind of dumbfounded, like, that's all it took, you know? Years of trying to get everybody else to say it, but just one sentence works. Wow, you know? I'm just kind of sitting there like, huh? Like, what just happened, you know?